Presque Isle State Park in Erie, Pennsylvania. This is your weekly Truth Be Told Minuteman Report. Hey everybody, it's your Truth Be Told Minuteman, Robert Hensley, and I am suffering from some of the worst seasonal allergies I've ever experienced. The cottonwood seeds are thick, and the pollen here is treacherous, but it is stunning. It's beautiful here along the coast of Lake Erie, and I've been touring lighthouses, and I came across a waterway known as Misery Bay, which I thought was an odd name for a waterway. So I started doing some research, and here's what I found. So just inside the Erie Harbor Canal, there is something which originally on maps was called Little Bay. Little Bay housed the fleet of Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry during the War of 1812. The ships were built in Erie, Pennsylvania, and this fleet would go on to defeat the British at Put-in Bay near Sandusky, Ohio during the War of 1812. But afterwards, that fleet returned to Little Bay, where they spent the winter trying to repair their ships and seek medical attention. The conditions were so harsh and so many people died, and there wasn't really a place to bury these wounded soldiers, these sailors from the ships, so they were either interred into a pond on Presque Isle known as Graveyard Pond, or they were interred to the lake. They were dropped into the bay itself and remained buried there. The surviving sailors after 1814 renamed Little Bay Misery Bay. Now, you don't think of Lake Erie as being a place where there are just dead bodies left in the lake, but as it turns out, Lake Erie is a treacherous body of water. It's the most shallow of the Great Lakes. Along Presque Isle, there are hundreds of confirmed shipwrecks. Now, the thing about it is that if a ship was sunk in Lake Erie, because the water is so cold, the wood is actually preserved. So a lot of ships were actually sunk and then raised, repaired, and then put back out on the lake. So there are even more shipwrecks that happened than are recorded. But there are more shipwrecks along Presque Isle than there are along the Outer Banks in North Carolina. Lake Erie is home to numerous ghost ship sightings, ghost ships sailing in the fog along Presque Isle, and it could be any number of ships which are sunk, which are buried at the bottom of the lake. It's a very interesting place to be. There's a lot of fantastic history here, and if you're in the area, if you're traveling the country, such as I, stop by. It's beautiful. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to do, and I think that people would really enjoy it if they had a chance to see it. So this has been another episode of your Truth Be Told Minuteman Report, and again, remember, there's always me Mondays, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern. Wednesdays, Bonnie Burkhart Truth Be Told Transformation, same time. And of course, Tony Sweet, Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 Eastern with the original Truth Be Told. And you can always learn more about our shows and our content online at www.truthbetoldworldwide.com. And if you have a hot tip or a story idea, something you want us to look up, let us know. Reach out. Send me an email at reportminuteman@gmail.com. Until next time, stay true.